served for several years. And I have some Xanax in my closet that I use maybe once a month.
Gotcha.
But I'm not addicted to it. I don't think so. But that's about all I use for trauma and anxiety these days.
Yeah, no, if you were addicted to Xanax, you would know it. Because if you went one day without it, that's the worst withdrawals that you could possibly have is those benzo, diazepam, Valium, and Xanax. Oh, my God, yeah. And especially if you're mixing it with wine, too. That's a whole other story, too. What about your siblings?
Okay, I won't do that then.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
My siblings, any addictions, I don't know. I'm not really, again, I'm not really in touch with all of them. Maybe one, but she's not addicted.
What about relationship problems with your siblings?
I saw one of them and I went to see a therapist once, and that was really helpful. Together we had 2 sessions. And I realized that my problem with her was a lack of boundaries. So that was very helpful. But the rest of them, we just don't talk much.
Yeah, but lack of boundaries with you or lack of boundaries in her life with other people?
Lack of boundaries with me.
Gotcha. But now, with even the siblings you're not in contact with, you would notice if they had frequent divorces and remarriages and repeated relationships, failed relationships all the time.
Yeah, I have one like that, and I notice problems even though if I'm not in contact with them. Sure. Gotcha.
Now for this book, right? We've been talking about this book. False Memories, The Deception That Silenced Millions. The author is Lynn Crook. You can find her on Facebook at Lynn Crook, Lynn Crook, Crook. Must have had a lot of jokes when you were a kid growing up in 3rd grade, right? I mean, like Crook. The website.
No, that. I was Murphy growing up. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Your husband went through it in 3rd grade. I should interview him. lynncrook.com. Now, Lynn, who is the audience that should buy this book? Because I know a lot of guys listen to my show. They're going to buy this book right away because it talks about False Memory Syndrome Foundation.
The millions of adults who were molested as kids who have been told that their memories are false. And also therapists who have been silenced or sued. And also professors, psychology professors. It'd be so great if they would read this book, because most of the textbooks these days talk about false memories and talk about how malleable memory is. Yeah, there's an audience.
Okay, so if you're out there and your siblings are telling you, you experienced something like this, and your siblings or your mother, your father is telling you, oh, you're crazy, you're making that up. That's a dream. You had a dream. It's a false memory, right? Then you should definitely reach out and find False Memories, The Deception That Silenced Millions. If you're in the field of treating these children, this is, again, will open up your eyes. If you're Facebook.com, you go to Lynn Crook or lynncrook.com. Check her out there. Lynn, I can't thank you enough. I know how difficult it is to come back and remember these memories and talk about them on the air, but it is important. And I know that it's not just the interview, but it's leading up to the interview. All these memories come back, and then after the interview, there are all these memories in your head. So I understand how much work this is out of your life, and we do appreciate it. And it is good work, And so we thank you for your service and your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.